She was once the proud queen of Ranthambore, the only tigress ever filmed diving into deep waters to hunt crocodiles, even when she was sick and had stopped eating. On the 5th day of her life's countdown, she still struggled to hunt a crocodile as large as herself. She was the legendary Tigress, after her grandmother Machli and mother Krishna, known by the code name Arrowhead. Her life was legendary, not because of how many crocodiles she killed, but because she seemed to possess complex human-like emotions. She suffered from terminal bone cancer, and doctors said she wouldn't live 3 months, but her 3 cubs were still too young to survive. Enduring pain, she hunted for nearly 2 more years. She disappeared several times and was presumed dead, yet each time she returned miraculously, with food for her cubs, only after they could survive on their own. Did she stop hunting? After that, she sustained herself only by drinking lake water. Perhaps Arrowhead sensed her time was near. She left her grown cubs and stepped into the new queen's territory, that of her eldest daughter, Riddy. First, she met her playful grandcubs. Arrowhead lay down quickly, showing she meant no harm. Tigers are highly territorial animals. Entering uninvited is an act of war. Luckily, her daughter, Riddy, recognized her mother immediately. Sensing Arrowhead's weakness, Riddy seemed to realize this might be her mother's final farewell. Riddy drove her cubs away and made space for Arrowhead. Then Riddy lay beside her, quietly guarding her mother. At her daughter's side, Arrowhead finally rested peacefully. She did not choose to die among her cubs. After seeing her daughter's family, she dragged her frail body, crossing the land guarded by her ancestors. To Arrowhead, this place was full of familiar scents. Her mother Krishna had raised them here, by the lake. Later, she raised her own cubs here too. As a cub, she was the weakest of her siblings, and her mother carried her across rivers. When grown, Arrowhead became strong, and her wild spirit drove her to challenge her mother's authority. But Krishna always forgave her, even pretending to nurse her again. Though she had no milk left, Arrowhead still purred with joy. After comforting her, Krishna quietly left the territory, giving up her rich lakeside domain and passing the throne to Arrowhead. Perhaps returning to one's roots belongs to all living beings. Arrowhead finally returned here, lying under the tree where Krishna once rested. Gazing into the distance, perhaps she was remembering her mother Krishna, their final farewell, or maybe recalling her youth, playing with her siblings in childhood. Perhaps she was thinking of her 3 grown cubs. The past like the wind, yet vivid in her mind. Everything would soon fade like clouds in the sky. For her cubs, she endured 2 years of pain. In her final moments, she hunted one last crocodile, ending her reign as queen. She visited her daughter, recrossed the same river her mother once carried her across, and finally returned beneath the tree of her youth. There, she rested forever.